patrons, please tidy up this place.
No!
Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
When the power goes out, life is disrupted. Be prepared and keep your home powered up with a generator from Benquip. We carry brands such as Honda, Kohler, and JCB. Schedule your installation, maintenance, and assessment to keep your generator ready and waiting to protect your family and home the next time the power fails. Stay in control of your power with a generator from Benquip. Equipment, parts, service.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, National Garifuna Council protests in front of the Embassy of Honduras in Belize City. Mother and son fired upon in San Ignacio, an electric vehicle workshop held in the capital. These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
This newscast is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Good evening and welcome to Plus News for today, Tuesday, July 14, 2026. I am Julian Cruz. The National Garifuna Council, NGC, held a peaceful demonstration in Belize City this morning in solidarity with Garifuna communities in San Juan, Honduras, citing concerns over alleged human rights violations, military intimidation, and threats to ancestral lands. The protest march began at the Marion Jones Stadium and concluded at the Embassy of the Republic of Honduras on St. John's Street. Through the demonstration, the NGC called for the protection of indigenous land rights, justice, and the preservation of Garifuna heritage. The council emphasized the long-standing historical and cultural ties between Belizean and Honduran Garinagu, noting that many Belizean families have ancestral roots in Honduran communities after migrating there to work for the United Fruit Company during the early and mid-20th century. The NGC also highlighted that some Belizean Garinagu are descendants of survivors of the 1937 San Juan massacre, during which families were attacked and forced to flee to Belize. Following today's protest, President of the National Garifuna Council, Alex Norberto, explained why the National Garifuna Council decided to protest.
Our people in Honduras are under assault for, I think it's repeated really. If you go back in history, in 1937, there was a massacre in Honduras, and some of our brothers and sisters fled Honduras to Belize. And so those people in Hopkins, particularly Dandriga and so on, are our brothers and sisters. You hear names like Martinez and so on. They're same people, same bloodline. And so we cannot allow the government, whether it's in Honduras, Guatemala, Nicaragua, wherever we have our Garifuna communities, to take advantage of our people and to trample on their human rights. So that is why we are standing in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Honduras.
Can you tell us about the document you presented to the Honduran embassy?
So that's a letter that we wrote to the ambassador to present to the president of Honduras, expressing our discontent with what is taking place, reminding him that we do not want history to repeat itself, and also imploring on him to respect the rule of law, to respect the conventions that have been passed that protect our rights or traditional spaces, and to alert him that Belize is paying attention and the international community is paying attention. So it is in their best interest to do what is proper. This was a very good showing today. This is an ongoing fight. So it is not just about today. It has been ongoing and it will continue. And so we have to continue to maintain the momentum. We have to continue to educate our people. We have to continue to collaborate regionally and internationally so that the governments that have run afoul of the law are brought to task. And so this is ongoing and it will not stop until everybody understands what's going on and put an end to it.
The council is urging the government of Belize and the Honduran ambassador to support a peaceful resolution that upholds human rights and respects the indigenous land rights of the Garifuna communities in Honduras. 21 shots were fired towards a 41-year-old mother and her 11-year-old son last night in San Ignacio, Santa Elena. Thankfully, both the mother and her son managed to escape the barrage of bullets unscathed. Just after 6 o'clock last night, the mother and her child had left the San Ignacio police station after dropping off food for a detainee. After leaving the station, they were fired upon as they crossed over the Hawksworth Bridge, a stone's throw away from the police station. As many as 21 expended shells of 40 and 9mm rounds were recovered at the scene by scenes of crime personnel. Camera footage obtained by the police shows two men aboard a black motorcycle as the suspects. Police believe that last night's shooting may be connected to a recent murder case in the area. A 37-year-old man from Santa Elena has since been detained as a part of the police department's ongoing investigations. Police have detained one person in connection with the murder of 68-year-old man in San Lazaro village in the Orijuac district. The investigation began at approximately 9:44 a.m. on Monday, July 13, after police responded to reports of a chopping incident in the village. Upon arrival, officers found 68-year-old Virginio Carrillo, a Belizean watchman of San Lazaro village, suffering from multiple chop wounds. According to initial investigations, Carrillo was riding his bicycle towards San Lazaro village when an individual reportedly emerged from nearby bushes and attacked him with a chopping weapon, inflicting fatal injuries.
Then this morning, around 9:30 a.m., police were called to San Lazaro village, where information received that a body had been found. Police went to the area near a Field Road, where they saw the lifeless body of a male person, identified as Virginio Carrillo, 68 years old. He was observed with several chop wounds. Police are presently processing the scene at this time.
Police have since detained a suspect as investigations into the murder continue. And while investigations continue into the murder of Carrillo, the police department is also piecing together what led to the shooting death of 33-year-old Santa Elena resident Ricky Dawson Jr. Dawson was found dead on Friday, July 10, lying with gunshot injuries in a drain near his Santa Elena home. Dawson is said to have been out on the street answering a call when occupants of a black SUV drove toward him, opened fire, and sped off. Police believe the incident may have been drug-related.
On Friday, 10th day of July 2026, police responded to a shooting incident in Santa Elena. Upon their arrival, they learned that a male person had been shot. He was identified as Ricky Dawson. He was seen with multiple gunshot injuries. Information is that Dawson was in the area of his house When a vehicle arrived, a person came out and fired several shots towards his direction, causing his fatal injuries. We have 2 persons in custody in regards to this murder.
Despite having 2 persons detained pending further investigation, no charges have yet been levied. 31-year-old Shaquille Pereira has been sentenced to life imprisonment for the December 24, 2023 murder of Darnell Puerto, with the possibility of parole after serving 30 years. He was also sentenced to 17 years imprisonment for the attempted murder of Javon Ramclam. Justice Nigel Pilgrim handed down the sentence in the High Court on Tuesday, ordering that both sentences run concurrently and be backdated to December 28, 2023, when Pereira was remanded into custody. In delivering the sentence, Justice Pilgrim said he considered the legal framework, the aggravating and mitigating factors, and the need to impose a just and appropriate sentence. He determined that a life sentence with a minimum parole eligibility period of 30 years was appropriate given the seriousness of the offense. The judge noted that the murder occurred in public at the home of the surviving victim during a Christmas gathering, describing it as a violent invasion of the sanctity of the home. He also emphasized that an illegal firearm was used and said that the court must send a strong message that firearm-related offenses will attract severe consequences. Justice Pilgrim further considered Pereira's previous convictions for robbery and a firearm offense, as well as the significant impact the crimes had on the victims and their family. However, he also took into account mitigating factors, including Pereira's lack of disciplinary infractions while on remand, testimony from family members describing his character, and the time he has already spent in custody. For the attempted murder conviction, the judge imposed a 17-year sentence after considering the lasting physical and psychological effects suffered by Ramclam, who was shot 4 times during the attack. Pereira was convicted on June 5th following a judge-alone trial. In his verdict, Justice Pilgrim found the prosecution's main witness, surviving victim Javon Ramclam, to be a credible, honest, and reliable witness. Ramclam testified that he clearly saw Pereira open fire while he and Puerto were socializing in his yard on Mascal Street on Christmas Eve in 2023. Puerto was killed during that attack, while Ramclam survived after sustaining multiple gunshot wounds. Electric Vehicle and Battery Technologies Workshop are being held in Belmopan. We'll share more on that right after this break.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Belize Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God, Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Before our grid reached across Belize, it was built by generations of Belizeans committed to connecting communities and powering progress. Through the hands, the dedication, and the vision of our people, the grid grew with Belize. A nation built through strength and resilience, and a network built pole by pole. Today, that responsibility continues, strengthened by every hand that follows, each generation building on the last and carrying forward a shared responsibility, serving communities, powering schools, hospitals, businesses, and homes, supporting a nation that continues to grow. Belize Electricity Limited, built to serve, serving Belize.
As one of the largest cable and internet providers in Belize, CBC strives to provide our customers with the highest standards of quality, value, and service in all aspects of cable TV and internet. Monitoring our systems closely, our technicians combine creative planning and state-of-the-art technology with years of experience and training to develop and provide the most reliable and advanced cable and internet service to exceed your expectations. For CBC and our team of talented engineers, technicians, and customer service representatives, delivering less than the very best is never an option.
Our police officers have a tough job. They work all the time, walking the streets, manning checkpoints, doing special operations in every neighborhood, in every community. They fight crime and keep the peace, serve and protect 24/7. Every day they put their lives at risk, facing hostility, aggression, judgment. And let's be honest, some of our neighborhoods are no joke. Some of our people are no joke. Let's try something different. Let's teach our children to respect the police, because the police have one job: to make our communities safer. And that's something we all want. We need to stop turning a blind eye when our children do bad things. We need to stop protecting the criminals. Belize is small, and in every neighborhood, we know who the bad people are. We know where the gangs, drugs, and guns are. Let's work with the police for the sake of our communities and to save the lives of our children. Let's be the village, all of us. We can have the Belize we want.
A message from the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Violence Prevention and Enforcement Unit.
Here's how to be a part of Benny's Homecation in 3 easy steps. First, download the B-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy. Then, shop at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember to choose products from our monthly Homecation jackpot categories to earn entries. Now you can earn B-Bucks with purchases made and be a part of the Benny's Homecation jackpot for a chance to win the $10,000 grand prize in December. Win the ultimate Homecation with Benny's, quality and savings.
A 3-day electric vehicle and battery technologies workshop is currently being held in the capital city of Belmopan. The workshop is organized by the University of the West Indies, the Federal Ministry of Economic Affairs and Climate Action, the International Climate Initiative, the Mona Academy of Science and Technology, MAST, and the University of Belize. The workshop centers around examining the changing technologies of EVs and their batteries and exploring their benefits that come with switching to an electric vehicle.
Electric vehicles and battery technologies, because battery technologies are important in the performance of electric vehicles. And so there are different aspects of batteries that are traditionally not considered to be very good for the environment, good in terms of performance, but based on how the technology has evolved over the years, there have been significant improvements. And there are also improvements in the way that batteries can be managed and batteries can be disposed of at the end of life. So, so the aim here is to ensure that we cover all aspects of the life cycle of electric vehicles, from the development of the raw materials going to the very end, and the use and the disposal of the materials, and try to ensure that this information is communicated to all stakeholders in a way that is easily understandable, hopefully, because all stakeholders need to be a part of the discussion, and that's what would lead to increase in electric vehicle adoption in Belize and the wider Caribbean. The reduced emissions, the greenhouse gas emissions, we're having reduced gases that can result in different things, including one being global warming. And we know that as a region, we have been encountering significant increased temperatures over the past few months. That's not just unique to the Caribbean, but to the world. We know that in recent weeks there have been significant increase in the temperatures in Europe and in parts of the US. This is not a one-off. This is part of a pattern that has been happening, been observed using real data over the past few years, over the past decade or more. And so that's one benefit by the electrification of the transport sector. We do believe that that is one positive. Another positive is the cost. That is definitely something that benefits not just a country, not just a company, but the end user, the average person who drives and who likes to drive to go to visit their family, visit their friends, go long distances. The cost is significantly less.
The University of Belize, we are an important part of the mission of the University of Belize is national development. So we need to understand, for example, the policies that have been established by different government entities. And one such policy, energy policy, and within that, two pillars, research and training, very important in order for Belize to advance its energy policy. And so the university, of course, research and training, a key part of what we do. So we've established an entity called the Energy Research and Training Center, ERTC. So it's through that unit that we're providing this particular training that you're seeing here today.
We also asked Dr. Harris about the region's viability for an influx of electric vehicles. Belize is still seen as a developing nation with limited infrastructure to support electric vehicles, regardless of their environmental benefits. Harris says that nations such as Belize must also push for upgrades to its infrastructure to make the integration of EVs easier.
I don't think that we should push towards it without having infrastructure. I think that it's a case where we should be doing both at the same time. It's important for the Caribbean to go that way. Yes, I would say that without giving it a second thought. Not so much despite having all this, but even though we have all this, because we are such a disadvantaged state as it relates to the roads, and this is an opportunity for us to integrate the expansion and the improvement in our infrastructure with technologies that can now be integrated with transportation solutions that are very advanced. The electric vehicles and vehicles on a whole are now a lot more technologically advanced, and so as we roll out development projects in the region to improve the infrastructure, then we have the opportunity to have infrastructure that is future-proof. It's something that governments should be looking at.
Following the intense rain that the country experienced over the weekend, the National Emergency Coordinator for NEMO, Captain Daniel Mendez, says that the organization remains on high alert. Mendez says that since the rains began, NEMO has conducted over 100 assessments across the Cayo and Toledo districts and are on standby as they are expecting flooding in the Belize River Valley area in the coming days.
NEMO remains in close coordination with the National Meteorological Service and the National Hydrological Service, our district emergency centers, and other authorities to monitor evolving conditions. As of this morning, we have conducted over 100 assessments within the Cayo district and some in the Sand Creek district. We have also been working in the Toledo district as well, providing support to communities who were affected in that area. NEMO continues to closely monitor communities along the Belize River Valley as we expect these river levels to rise over the next 24 to 48 hours based on the assessments provided to us by the National Hydrological Service. Our district emergency operations centers in Belmopan remain open. In Toledo, we continue to support those communities, and those remain on partial activation. And we are preparing the Belize Rural Emergency Operations Center in anticipation for any potential flooding conditions which we may see. Our communities remains on standby, and we remain ready to provide support if any additional flooding continues.
A Belize City homeless man has been sentenced to a total of 14 months in prison after pleading guilty to possessing drug paraphernalia and failing to pay an outstanding court fine. 43-year-old Kendrick Hendricks, who has no fixed address, appeared before the Belize City Magistrates Court on Tuesday, where he admitted to possession of 5.5 centimeter long pipe adapted for smoking controlled drugs. He was sentenced to 6 months imprisonment for the offense. The court also determined that Kendricks had an unpaid fine stemming from a previous conviction. As a result, he was ordered to serve an additional 8 months in prison in default of payment, bringing his total sentence to 14 months. According to police, around 3 a.m. on Sunday, July 12, officers on mobile patrol observed Kendricks sitting at the Puma gas station in Belize City. Due to an increase in burglaries in the area, officers conducted a search to determine whether he was carrying burglary tools. During the search, police reportedly discovered a drug pipe in his front pants pocket, leading to his arrest and subsequent charge. PAC and APAMO signed new 3-year agreement to strengthen protected areas. We'll hear more on that when Plus News comes right back.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God, Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
The biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
Welcome to the William David Fonseca Parking Facility, your modern solution for safe and convenient parking in downtown Belize City. With easy payment options such as prepaid cards or coins, parking downtown has never been easier. Enjoy affordable rates as low as 75 cents for 15 minutes, $1.50 for 30 minutes, and $3 for an hour. Open and available 24/7. Park smart. Park safe. Park at the William David Fonseca Parking Facility. Modern, secure, convenient. Your Belize City Council. Always about the people.
When the job demands more, Milwaukee Power Tools are designed to handle the toughest jobs on the construction site. If it's speed, durability, and performance you need, Milwaukee is the perfect choice. For unstoppable power at an unbeatable price, make it Milwaukee. Nothing but heavy duty. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
The biggest biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I hear they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, and the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Welcome to the William David Fonseca parking facility, your modern solution for safe and convenient parking in downtown Belize City. With easy payment options such as prepaid cards or coins, parking downtown has never been easier. Enjoy affordable rates as low as 75 cents for 15 minutes, $1.50 for 30 minutes, and $3 for an hour. Open and available 24/7. Park smart. Park safe. Park at the William David Fonseca parking facility. Modern, secure, convenient. Your Belize City Council. Always about the people.
When the job demands more, Milwaukee Power Tools are designed to handle the toughest jobs on the construction site. If it's speed, durability, and performance you need, Milwaukee is the perfect choice. For unstoppable power at an unbeatable price, make it Milwaukee. Nothing but heavy duty. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
The biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I hear they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, and the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Welcome to the William David Fonseca parking facility, your modern solution for safe and convenient parking in downtown Belize City. With easy payment options such as prepaid cards or coins, parking downtown has never been easier. Enjoy affordable rates as low as 75 cents for 15 minutes, $1.50 for 30 minutes, and $3 for an hour. Open and available 24/7. Park smart. Park safe. Park at the William David Fonseca parking facility. Modern, secure, convenient. Your Belize City Council. Always about the people.
When the job demands more, Milwaukee Power Tools are designed to handle the toughest jobs on the construction site. If it's speed, durability, and performance you need, Milwaukee is the perfect choice. For unstoppable power at an unbeatable price, make it Milwaukee. Nothing but heavy duty. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
The biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I hear they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, and the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God, Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
The Protected Areas Conservation Trust, PAC, and the Association of Protected Areas Management Organizations, APAMO, have signed a 3-year strategic partnership agreement aimed at strengthening Belize's National Protected Areas system. The new agreement, signed on June 30, 2026, builds on a long-standing collaboration between the two organizations and reinforces efforts to improve the management of protected areas across the country. It places particular emphasis on supporting community-based and non-governmental organizations that serve as co-managers of Belize's protected areas. Under the agreement, PAC will continue providing strategic financial support to APAMO to strengthen its institutional capacity, enhance services to its members, and improve the organization's long-term sustainability. The partnership will focus on 5 key areas: institutional capacity and governance, protected areas management and conservation, diversified financing solutions, national education and advocacy, and APAMO's financial sustainability. During the first year of implementation, the two organizations will prioritize strengthening governance and operational effectiveness, increasing public awareness of protected areas conservation, developing a sustainable financing strategy, and expanding technical and administrative support to member organizations through the APAMO Central Resource Center. Belize has received 3 new marine monitoring stations to improve weather monitoring and disaster preparedness. The equipment, worth more than 66,000 Belize dollars, will provide real-time information on waves, sea temperature, and wind, air pressure, and other marine conditions. The new stations will help improve marine weather forecasts, strengthen early warning systems, and support safer navigation and disaster preparedness. Meteorological service staff are now being trained to install and maintain the equipment, which will be placed at English Key, Glover's Reef, and the southern Turnef Atoll. The project was supported by the Caribbean Institute for Meteorology and Hydrology, the European Union, and the Caribbean Development Bank, and other partners. The Community Rehabilitation Department, the CRD, held a workshop today to review new standard operating procedures, SOPs, that will improve its rehabilitation and diversion services for children and young people. The new guidelines will help staff provide more consistent support in areas such as crime prevention, rehabilitation, court services, aftercare, and program management. The workshop brought together CRD staff, government officials, and development partners to ensure the procedures meet the needs of children, families, and communities across Belize. The initiative is supported by the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, through the European Union-funded PACE Justice Program. Once finalized, the new procedures will help strengthen Belize's child-friendly justice system by focusing on prevention, rehabilitation, and giving young people a second chance. And that brings us right up to the end of our newscast for tonight. We want to say thank you so much for tuning into Plus News. And be sure to join us right back here again tomorrow evening when we bring you all the latest happenings from around the country and on issues affecting Belize externally. Do have a lovely, safe, dry, and careful night. We'll see you here next time. God bless.